Lorandus, this is Daryl Wheeler, and it's great to be back at DQuest DMO with another interview with the experts. Today, we are bringing you a colleague and a good friend, Mr. Stephen Cook, who's the Chief Inspiration Officer at Lorandus Meetings Incentives. Welcome, Steve.
Hi, Daryl. Great to be here today.
Now, Stephen is from Canada, and he lives and works in Kitchener-Waterloo, where I hear today it's a beautiful -6 or about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Steve has been in the industry since 1997, working in a variety of industry sectors, from travel agencies to tour operators. Since 1991, Steve has been working in the incentive travel and group meeting space. As I mentioned, he's the principal of Lorandus Meetings and Incentives, a provider of reward and recognition solutions all across North America. Stephen is a board of trustee committee chair for the Incentive Research Foundation. Stephen is also married and has 2 children. Stephen, we like to dig deep. We want to get to know our guest a little bit. Let me ask you a couple personal questions. Tell me about some of your favorite interests.
Thanks, Daryl. I do have some interests. My passion is hockey, and that collides, if you'll excuse the pun, with our winter weather we're having today. A lot of kids are using the outdoor rinks here in Ontario and across Canada to expand their hockey careers as we go through the COVID closures of the public skating facilities. Our son, Ryan, is a high-level hockey player, and so we enjoy watching him. I love fitness. I like to exercise 3 to 5 times a week. I've run 5 marathons when I was a little bit younger, and I love long-distance walking. I've walked across England, around the peninsulas of Ireland, and also the journey from the south of England to the north of England called the Pennine Way. So those are my 3 key passions. I have others, but those are my primary ones.
That's pretty awesome stuff, Stephen. Hey, let me ask you, tell me about maybe a favorite rock band.
I'm not a rocker so much. You know, my first album was CCR. I won it in a raffle at high school. This is when they had, vinyl. And but I do like some bands that I listen to regularly and work out regularly too. I love In Excess, Crowded House, Fleetwood Mac, Tears for Fears, Tom Petty, the Eagles, Collective Soul. So those are on my regular playlist.
I think we're starting to get a pretty good idea who you are, Stephen. Maybe let's go even deeper. Tell me about some favorite movies.
I do like movies, and of course, Netflix has changed the whole landscape of movie watching today. But there's a few classics. Stalag 17, black and white film that was the inspiration for the very popular TV show Hogan's Heroes. William Holden won a Best Actor award for that movie. I love The Talented Mr. Ripley. I love Italy for that reason. Sliding Doors. The Bourne Conspiracy, and a classic, Body Heat. Now,
Stephen, you've traveled all over the world, and I know you're a big fan of Latin America, but tell me maybe some places that might be on the retirement list, maybe.
You're right, Daryl. I do love Latin America, particularly Cancun in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. I love the whole country of Mexico, and I love all the countries that are attached all the way running down to where you are, in Panama, I believe. So, but for me, I have had the benefit of living in some amazing cities. I lived in Stockholm for a couple of years. I lived in Vancouver for a couple of years. But I would really like to potentially retire in St. Martin or Ireland. I am British born, but I do love those 2 destinations.
So let's get serious here. Let's talk about some business. What do you think is going to happen to our industry?
Whoa. I don't have a crystal ball, and this comment probably comes with an asterisk on the what ifs. But honestly, if I was taking an optimist score of the future of our industry, I would be very optimistic. I believe we are going to rebound. I think the big question is, when will we rebound? And it seems to be different for different parts, different markets. We do have clients in the US who are already preparing for the rebound and are actively planning their programs for even Q2, Q3, and 4. Our Canadian clients are a little bit more risk averse. Their programs are being planned for Q3, Q4. But to be honest, to answer your question, I believe that as we thrive through this period, that I think we will see a full return in Q1 of 22. And I say full. That doesn't indicate that the airline industry will have rebounded to pre-COVID or the hotel industry to pre-COVID, but I do think we'll see a lot of momentum towards travel. But for that to happen, Daryl, in our industry, there are three things I believe that need to happen, and these are not new concepts. The first is obviously traveler confidence. How do people feel? How safe do people feel? And to be able to overcome that, there has to be other parallel actions. One would be, of course, the vaccine, herd immunity, treatment protocols, also regulatory. Governments need to align on what border control and border control protocols will be. Will we have a vax pass, for example? And then lastly, beyond regulatory, companies have to permit their constituents to be able to travel. So I think we're going to see a rebound initially with leisure, soft rebound, followed by probably corp business travel to some degree domestically. And then I believe that we'll see the incentive travel and group travel start to rebound in Q1 of 22.
Well, Steve, that's some incredible insight. Just one last question. Which destinations do you think are the most poised, most ready for the rebound?
That's a very good question. And we have programs traveling to all of the larger destinations, obviously Mexico, it's the Caribbean, Europe. So which destinations? I think the ones that are ready, set, go. For example, destinations which have no quarantine on arrival, which maybe have rapid testing, destinations which have very strong protocols at transportation entry points. Hotels certainly have gotten their acts together. So the ones that come to mind for me are, for example, Cancun, which has we're really out of the gate first with some of the properties offering in-resort rapid testing. Destinations in the Caribbean that I'm aware of, Barbados and St. Martin, which have good protocol for containment. And those destinations which open their borders cautiously, but collectively with a strong regulatory background to give the traveler the confidence that they need to start rebounding. So Europe is, no pun intended, all over the map. You have some destinations within the European community which are more relaxed, we'll say. So I do think it's got to be a collective effort in so that the traveler knows that as he or she is traveling cross borders, that they are going to be at least feel safe. But in our business, in the group incentive business, I could see destinations, large resorts, which have good capacity for having physically distanced events in those early months of the return, as well as good on-property protocols, and also rapid testing if required.
Stephen, that is just some incredible insight. I just want to take the time and thank you for joining us today. Folks, if you're looking for a media and incentives partner, I might also mention a company that has navigated the virtual world with great success to date. Connect with Stephen at Lorandus Media and Incentives. Their motto is engage, partner, and inspire. Hey, well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media. Tune in next time when I come back to you again with Interview with the Experts. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you very much, Daryl. A pleasure to be here today. Bye-bye.